Salutations everyone, this is Razor here giving you some Battlefield 3 backed by popular demand using the Remington R870 just like I would in Black Ops 2 and dispensing some shotgun justice just like I would as well. Getting kills, reloading once, turning the corner and getting absolutely slaughtered because when you're outnumbered in Battlefield 3, shit's not going to go very well for you. That's just the name of the game. That's just how it's going to work, and especially against that FAMAS. That FAMAS is a really shitty gun in my opinion, but at close range, it rapes face. But as you know, in Battlefield 3, most of the engagements aren't going to be close range, so the shotgun is not going to be very useful for most people in most circumstances. Usually the only times you see people using the shotguns is if they're camping in a corner, and when they are pretty damn tough to beat because a lot of these shotguns will kill in 1 or 2 shots, and especially with some of the attachments that people have on what the not Remington isn't used as often as others, like the Saiga, the USAS, the Dayao, which is like the striker. If you don't know what that is, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's like DAO 12 or something like that. Those are the typical shotguns I see used. I don't see a lot of R870s. Of course, some people are going to want to disagree with me because they get killed by it ever so often. It is the main shotgun that you get in the game. It's the first one that you start off with, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the case. It's the only shotgun that I have in the game, so that's why I'm using this. Oh no, wait! I also have the M12 and M1014. Fucking bitch in the corner getting raped. This was the only weapon that could have done that to a guy in a corner. A guy in a corner is pretty damn strong unless you can get a well-placed close quarter shotgun shot to the body, and that is what I did right there. I'm not really sure what the Battlefield community thinks of shotguns as a whole, but I get the feeling that it's a noob type weapon. It's a noob's choice. It's very too strong, really easy to use gun. I get that feeling just about the way that some people talk in lobbies and the way that the other shotgunners that I interact with act in this game. But I'm not really too sure. Getting a nice little triple feed right there, and that dude is dead and standing, all ghost-like. I don't know, some sort of weird glitch right there, and he's alive. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this game. It's crazy. I don't know how that dude turned into stone, and then I don't know, some fucking Halo 4 bullshit going on there. Holograms, I don't know. Weird shit. And I don't know what is considered like the best shotguns in the game, because I feel like the Remington's pretty damn good, but it's not as good as any of the other shotguns I encounter against me, such as like the Saiga or the USAS or the Dayao, as I call it. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just unlocked the slug there, and I do see the slug used quite often. But I also see the flechette used, but just by the way that they're described, doesn't seem like they're a better ammunition choice. Although they are something that you unlock after using for some time. So typically, something that you unlock is usually going to be better than what is standard. So I haven't actually tried the flechette because it just doesn't sound very useful, because it says that it gives you better penetration but shorter range and lower damage, so that seems like it sucks. Although with something that's has a faster fire rate to be much better utilized, at least it has been against me. And the slug I've seen used, I haven't given it a chance. I only played one game after this one. And I haven't given the slug a choice. So if you know more about Battlefield 3 than I do, let me know, what I should be using. Is the slug the best? Is the flechette the best? What are the best shotguns? Is the Remington a noob weapon? I should stop using it. I don't know. Because that was obviously, since you're seeing the gameplay from it, I was doing pretty damn well in this game. And it is a team deathmatch type game. I forget if it's squad deathmatch or regular. I think it's regular. Good old deathmatch. It's not close quarters. I don't believe it was on that playlist. It was just a regular team deathmatch server. And it's really cool with the servers in this game that you can pretty much play whatever game type on whatever map that you want, and there'll be people playing that. So that's also always really cool. And like I've said before, I'm typically a rush player. I like playing rush. I started playing a little bit of squad rush recently, and that's a lot of fun. But every now and again, I like to change it up. Team deathmatch is rather fun. I'm not too big of a fan on conquest because that's really slow paced. Vehicles rule everything. And at the end of the game, I end up being, 2 and 4, and it's like a 40-minute long adventure. I don't know why I was using the engineering class there with my shotgun. There was really no reason for me to use the engineer class because there's no tanks to take out. There's no gun emplacements or anything. So I switched back to my medic kit so that way I can heal my teammates and help out that way and heal myself as well. And I still got the shotgun. That's really cool about they have all these different classes that have all these different specializations, but there are few choice weapons that you can use on any setup. Like I think all the shotguns you can use on any setup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. At least it is for the 2 guns that I have, as well as some of the submachine guns are like that, or CQB weapons. I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is for what's considered an SMG and what's considered a CQB, which is for close quarter combat. For those of you who don't know your military lingo, and I'm getting blocked by teammates, getting shot up, throw a grenade, and just go ahead and heal myself in a corner while my teammate gets killed. So I'm gonna go ahead and revive him, and I don't know, somehow teach him that that's not a good thing. Because I'm not gonna be here forever to save his ass, but. This shotgun is the shotguns I feel like are useless in most scenarios because the maps are really big in Battlefield 3, as you guys know. But the way that most people use their shotguns is by camping in a corner, and it's really effective that way. But as you guys know, I'm not one for camping, and I am not one for being bad at video games that I play. So figured Team Deathmatch would be better suited for the shotty, and this was not too shabby of a map to use it on. Rather close, tight quarters, getting revived by a teammate and immediately getting killed once again. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why people will revive you and let you get killed again. It's like either kill the guy and then revive me, or revive me and kill the guy while I'm getting up. I don't know. Maybe they're just looking for the revive points. Beats me. But the medic is always a fun thing to do, especially when you got people dying left and right, and that's really the only way you can help them out. I got the suppressor on, I think it's the M9, the G7, not the G17, that's on my other class. I think I'm using the M9 here, fucking trying to parkour over this tree. Some of the shit that, I mean, Battlefield 3 has really awesome destructible environments, which is really, really cool. Gosh, they have to update the goddamn tree graphics in the next generation of consoles because it seems like the same shit. It's just barely an upgrade over PS2 and Xbox One graphics when it comes to trees in really any game. It's just like, yeah, you got the cool looking trunk, but then there's a couple of branches and really flat leaves that only look three-dimensional from afar. But when you get into the thick of things, it just looks like crap. So hopefully they'll be able to add more moving particles and other effects in the newer engines, and we'll get some better looking trees. I know that's not something that anyone's going to be bragging about in a convention or a conference or something, but little small graphic upgrades like that are definitely noticeable. Pop that dude in the side with my suppressed little M9 pistol there. Get my handgun ribbon like a boss. Love using pistols, love using shotguns, love using snipers, no matter what the game is. If it's Call of Duty, if it's Battlefield, if it's Mass Effect, if it's fucking, I don't know. Oh my gosh, so many people, and get wiped out by this dude using the Spaz. Spaz is also a shotgun I see used quite often as well. It seemed to have pretty darn good Modern Warfare 2-like range. So that would be a fun gun to unlock. And the unlocking system in this game, oh, I love this part. See this guy don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing because he's going in like a trapped corner. Revive this dude because I know the enemy doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And finish him off here with the good old Remington. Put a couple of 12-gauge shot in that fool's face and pop him that way. The pistols are really weak in this game, at least the ones that I have unlocked. And the unlocking system takes a long time in this game. Not gonna lie, a lot of people like that, and when there's a lot to unlock, that's really cool. But I guess I don't know. I'm obviously used to the way unlocking shit works in Call of Duty games, but there's just so much to unlock in Battlefield that I felt like if you unlocked them more frequently, it wouldn't be too bad. And there's also a lot of attachments to unlock as well. The more and more you use a weapon, the more stuff that you get with it. But I don't know. I guess it just adds more replayability because there's just so much you can do in Battlefield. There's so many guns you can play with, so many attachments that you can use, all the different classes, all the different weapons, and or all the different vehicles. Sorry, and there's just so many different ways to play the game. And there's just a lot of replay value. There's way too many ways to play the game in some people's eyes, so they just stick to one or two ways. Do they just go with camping with an LMG, which seems to be pretty damn popular. Get taken out with the M1014 there, which I think I would use if I don't know, it just felt more powerful. I do believe I have extended mags on it, which is definitely necessary for a semi-automatic shotgun that doesn't do too much damage. But I've always been privy to the pump actions because they seem to have, the biggest one-hit kill potential, the longest range, and the most fun to use because you gotta get that cadence down and you can get those feeds going. So the pump actions are always something that if I have my druthers, I will usually pick, regardless of the COD. Even though I do like my semi-automatics, like I love the M12, M1014 from Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I know it was in COD 4, but kind of sucked in COD 4. Um, but I love that gun in Modern Warfare 2, and in Modern Warfare 3, I love the USAS, and in Black Ops 1, I love the Spaz 12, as well as the HS10s, Akimbos. Those were a lot of fun. But I like one pump action above all the rest. But semi-addicts can be really fun as well, as long as they're, usable at dispensing more than one enemy at a time, which isn't always the case. But pump action's usually not going to have much of a problem at getting one shots and killing multiple people in quick successions because of, that's just the trade-off. With semi-automatics, they're, faster fire rate but lower damage, sometimes lower range, and with pump actions, slower fire rate, but higher damage and higher range in most cases. In most cases, I know every game has different shotguns and they perform differently, but you know, things are typically going to be the same because weapons have to be balanced, and regardless of the game. Especially nowadays. I know, back in the day in older games where online multiplayer wasn't a big part of it, you could have these power weapons that absolutely just reigned over absolutely everything else, and that was okay. But nowadays with online multiplayer and so many people playing the games, things gotta change. So final score here is 36-13 with the R870 here in the Battlefield 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comments below, always appreciate that. I read them all and respond to every single question. So I will see you guys next time.